Minister, finish for me, Saman.
Okay, no problem.
So you just put it on.
Just put it on. A veces puede.
First Lady, First Lady Mrs. Linda Ramkalawan, Designated Minister Mr. Jean-François Ferrari, Chairman and members of SPGA Governing Board, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Principal Secretaries, Managing Director and staff of the ABSA Bank, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to you all, and welcome to the opening ceremony of the Choral Festival. We are gathered here today to honor and celebrate our spectacular chorals. Those vibrant ecosystems are not only a sight to behold, but are also vital for the health of our oceans and planet. I invite you all to join us in a day filled with education and inspiration as we set out on this journey to raise awareness and promote conservation efforts for our corals. My name is Kelsey Gill, and it is my pleasure to be your master of ceremony for this exciting event. Without further ado, I would like to introduce Mr. Alain Sedoas, the Chief Executive Officer of the Seychelles Parks and Gardens Authority, who will share with us his opening remarks.
First Lady Mrs. Linda Ramkalawan, Designated Minister Mr. Jean-François Ferrari, Chairman and members of SPGA Board, members of Diplomatic Corps, Managing Director and staff of ABSA Bank, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is with great excitement and privilege that I welcome each and every one of you to the first ever Choral Festival set here in Seychelles as we celebrate the colors of the sea. Our invaluable coral reef in this festival, culmination of creativity, innovation, and collaboration, all with the objective to raise awareness, inspire action, and foster a deeper appreciation of the wonders of our coral reef. We at SPGA are undoubtedly proud to be driving force behind this festival, and we take great honor in being the steward of beloved marine protected areas of our country. The marine parks under our watch continue to serve as sanctuaries for marine biodiversity, with Saint Anne Marine National Park celebrating its 50th anniversary as recently as last year, honoring it's among the oldest marine protected area in Western Indian Ocean. Although the many initiatives, projects undertaken to safeguard ecosystem, we cannot deny the visibility and exacerbated effect of climate change on coral reef within our protected areas and beyond. We are aware of our vulnerability to these challenges. We consciously know that we need to address them and address them promptly. Let us all be reminded that this Choral Festival offers a platform for us to come together, learn, and unite in our commitment towards conservation. As many of us know, in the months to come, we will regrettably witness the unfortunate, disastrous extent of coral bleaching to our reef. Even so, we cannot be discouraged in endeavors to protect and restore these ecosystems. We have a long way to go, but joint effort like today and numerous existing and upcoming projects will enable us to reach our shared objectives to our ocean conservation. In our effort to do just that, we have recently launched a sea temperature study within all our protected areas. We acknowledge the need to deepen our local knowledge based on improved scientific data, information analysis, to continue share best practices and experiences amongst ourselves to pave the way for more effective and information-based conservation and protection of our corals. On the same note, we continue to implement nature-based solutions such as coral outplanting to build resilience and restore degraded reef. I take this opportunity to commend our partners, ABSA Bank, for the enthusiasm and dedication displayed toward coral reef restoration and conservation, which will be further solidified through the signing of an MOU later in this program. As we embark on this journey of celebration and discovery throughout the festival, it is our hope that different exhibition activities tabled today program help to catalyze discussion required to make tangible progress in advance of coral reef protection. With this, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot end without expressing my sincere appreciation to my team for the tremendous amount of work which has gone into the execution of this festival. I would like to extend heartfelt gratitude to our partners. Your dedication and commitment have been instrumental in shaping this event. Thank you for joining us in this extraordinary adventure. Before I end, I ask you all to use this opportunity to learn from experts, engage with fellow enthusiasts. Let's ensure that we will be able to look back and say that we all did all that we could in our time to restore the reef. Thank you very much.
Thank you, CEO, for the inspiring words shared. Let us now enjoy a captivating poem celebrating the beauty of our reef entitled The Voice of Seagrass, read by Jérémy Sino from Moflery Secondary School.
A very good morning to you all. My name is Jérémy Sino, and I'll be reading a poem entitled The Voice of Seagrass Meadows, written by Tara Michel. The Voice of Seagrass Meadows, the ugly duckling of the marine world. Scientist lovingly calls me. An ecosystem on the decline, my legacy, though, is to sustain life. Of our precious underwater world, please don't let me die. The ocean nursery for all, a climate change fighter. I clean, I protect, I stabilize. In my habitats I feed all. A protector day in, day out. Please don't let me die. Everlasting purifier, your carbon I swallow. I'm the enemy of erosion, I'm the perfect buffer. Protector of the vulnerable, please don't let me die. Listen to my whispers, speaking of the wonders. The timeless cleaning, the everlasting, protecting of your world under the sea. Please don't let me die. Thank you.
Thank you, Jérémy. I now humbly invite Designated Minister, Mr. Jean-François Févrari, to deliver his keynote address for the festival.
First Lady, dear Linda, Charge, welcome. Welcome to the lovely staff of and General Manager of ABSA. Welcome all friends of the sea, and thank you for your support at this important event. I am deeply honored to stand here in representation of my colleague, Minister Joubert, who has not been able to be with us today, but who has chosen me to be part of this fantastic event. And I accepted generously and gladly, because between the Ministry of Agriculture, Environment and Climate Change and the Ministry of Fisheries and Blue Economy, there is only a few parking slots away. Every morning I meet, I thought I was an early riser and the hardest worker in government, but I meet every morning Mr. Cedras, who is diligently getting out of his car and getting onto the job. So thank you, Mr. Siddhas, for your effort and your service to this our lovely country. So it is indeed with immense optimism and encouragement to witness the coming together of like-minded people in this event today. Individuals and organizations who are dedicated to the preservation and celebration of our coral reefs. Reefs, if I may say, are not just stunningly beautiful, but offer multitude of opportunities for various sectors. But they are also vital to the health of our planet. As we gather here, we must recognize that their health and the abundance is intricately linked to the well-being of our communities. And I'm thinking at this moment of my constituency, which are the fishing community, so intricately linked with the health of corals in our oceans. As a small developing state, coral reefs are not just a source of beauty, like I said, but they are a lifeline. These vibrant ecosystems provide crucial services that support fisheries, of course, tourism, coastal protection, and cultural traditions that have sustained our communities for so many years, and hopefully for generations to come. However, there's always a however, they are unfortunately facing unprecedented threats from the impact of climate change. Pollution, unsustainable practices are threatening their very existence. It is imperative that we take decisive action today to protect and restore those vital ecosystems before it is too late. As leaders of today, we have the responsibility to champion policies and initiatives that promote the conservation and sustainable management of these protected of the coral reefs. And these include continuously investing in marine protected areas, implementing sustainable fishing practices, and strengthening resilience to climate change impacts. It's a long stretch, isn't it? But it is never too much to state that losing our coral reefs would also mean losing our nation. Now, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Seychelles, as a nation, has not been idle in the wake of challenges faced by our oceans. The government remains proactive across national, regional, and international stages to continuously advocate for small island states like ourselves and push forward our commitment and focus to build climate change resilience. If I may bring you now some news from overseas, I was last month in Monte Carlo for the Monaco Blue Initiative, and I had the immense honor and pleasure to visit their lab at the Oceanic Institute of Monte Carlo, where we saw them growing corals from the Seychelles. In case we need to replace them, we need the original corals to replenish what we lose. And it was amazing, and I'd like to tell you, those corals are doing extremely well. They are as beautiful as the people of Seychelles. So it is the partnership that we have with you, with the Monaco Blue Initiative, with I think another 3 or 4 museums around the world. These are all efforts that come together and culminate in one desire, that is to protect and promote and sustain our reefs for the future. Like I said, our wavering efforts teach us that we cannot win this battle alone. We can't. Whilst we continue to devise mitigation and adaptation measures to combat climate change and subsequent coral bleaching, we must continue to prioritize the voices and knowledge of local communities, experts, and the youth in our conservation efforts. So I'm so happy today to see the youth And this is for you. This is an event that goes to you. And how can I not be proud when I see Jeremy standing up here, a little boy from Montfleury School. And for those who don't know, the St. Anne Marine Park belongs to Montfleury district and used to belong partly to me when I represented that district. And we have done so much to promote it and to develop it and to protect it. So I am pleased to say that I view this event today as a beacon of hope. It's a reminder of the importance of collective action in safeguarding our reefs for future generations. May I stop at this point and congratulate APSA, because it is indeed amazing to see you who spend your days counting money and writing out checks and paying out checks, spending some time and some of that money to help us sustain our marine ecosystem. So thank you, and the appeal goes now to all other institutions, all other government and private sector organizations to step up and help us to create and to protect, well, not to create, but to protect this immense resource, which is at the basis of our tourism industry, at the basis of our fishing industry. So the call is, the appeal is launched, and I hope to see others follow in the footsteps of APSA. I will end by saying that it's time for us to seize this moment as a call to action, a call to stand united in our defense of our reefs. Zot ban étudiants, on dit zot ban étudiants, nous donnons un petit nom, moi vraiment content. Les mots ban enfants. So moi suis content de dire zot ban étudiants, moi encourage chacun d'entre eux autres pour saisir cette opportunité pour apprendre, pour connecter et engager pour faire une différence dans nos pays. Chaque action y compte. Chaque action que nous faisons en faveur de l'environnement, il y a une action dans nos combats pour protéger l'océan et nos bandes corail. Je demande aux autres pour servir ce festival comme une plateforme pour développer d'autres connaissances. Le ban l'effet adverse qui changement climat y emmène et aussi bien que tous les efforts que nous besoin prendre, les efforts individuels, les efforts dans nos familles, les efforts dans la classe, dans l'école, les efforts collectifs qu'ils sont capables de faire et contribuer pour protéger et conserver nos jolis récifs corail. Ladies and gentlemen, on this last note, I would like to extend my sincere thanks and appreciation to the team of SPGA. They have led and driven this Coral Festival initiative, and the different organizations represented today here are also to be congratulated. Together, we can ensure that our coral reefs continue to thrive in the face of hardship and adversity, not just for us, but for all living beings that depend on them. The road ahead will be long, and it will be tangled, but working together, we will certainly be able to achieve some success in preserving our most beautiful treasures in our most beautiful ocean. So I'd like to thank you, and once again, remind the whole country that we all have a responsibility to protect and to preserve this wonderful treasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Designated Minister, for the very insightful and inspiring address. As we continue further into today's proceedings, I invite you all to pay attention to the TV screen as we showcase a short video of our coral restoration efforts. We now move to the formalizing of the agreement between SPGA and Absa Bank. It was early last year that the authority was kindly approached by Absa Bank for the opportunity to collaborate on an impactful project which would benefit a local marine protected area. In recognition of the need for collaborative efforts in conservation, SPGA and ABSA have since agreed to join forces to restore coral reefs. The first activity facilitated through this MOU will be carried out on Saturday, 27th of April, in the Paulone Marine Park, where a total of 450 coral fragments are expected to be outplanted. A second outplanting activity is also expected to take place later on throughout the year. Ladies and gentlemen, let us please give a round of applause to ABSA for their commitment shown. I now invite Designated Minister Jean-François Ferrari, Mr. Nazim Mahmoud, Managing Director of ABSA Seychelles and ABSA representatives, Mr. Luca Dauphe, Chairman of SPGA Board of Directors, Mrs. Bernadette Wilnim, Vice Chairman, and CEO Alain Cedras for the official signing of the MOU. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for misreading. Yeah. So please do come forward. Thank you all. I now call upon Mr. Nazim Mahmoud to now share a few words with us on what this agreement means for Absa Bank and coral reef protection and conservation.
Madam, acknowledging the Minister, Charge D, the team, dignitaries, CEO, thank you very much, Alain, Mr. Sidras, for having us as a partner. First of all, I start with good morning. I'm going to talk very quickly about two parts. One is what has been given to me. What has been given to me is all about what we have done in the past. It has a lot to do with, we've done we've done a plantation activity for mangrove trees earlier with SPGA, and we found SPGA as an absolutely fantastic partner. So thank you very much for your leadership. As we were going through this activity, and we had given some thought to what else we can do, and I'll be very, very frank with you, it's a lot of credit to my team, which has been the vision around what can we do within Seychelles to really own and become part of it, right? And since the time that they proposed this, I was watching videos on coral restoration, what exactly is bleaching. So I was educating myself in terms of, if a coral is bleached, it's not exactly dead yet. If you do nothing about it, it will die. So as I was going through a lot of these, educating myself, it became more and more apparent as I was reading that this is an ecosystem which cannot be allowed to die, or it cannot be allowed to be dispersed the way it is currently happening. And the more we thought about it as a team, the more it became clear that we are one of the largest organizations in Seychelles. We have roughly 300 employees. We're a profitable commercial entity. So why should it not be our objective, and one of our key objectives based on our values, to make sure that we do things here which are more of a permanent nature, and not giving a party here or a party there. It's a great night out and a great day out, and then it goes away. So it's really about making sure that we lay the foundations brick by brick, and we are part and parcel. When you think of APSA Seychelles, we are a 100% Seychelles organization, and we would like to be considered as an organization which does all things for the greater good of the country. So I will not bore you with anything else. All I will say, and that comes from the heart, that we truly believe one of our values is stewardship. So it's about leaving something that we found in a much better condition when we leave it. We don't intend to leave it. We intend to have a lot of these partnerships continue on for the long term. Last year, we picked up the Creole Festival because we felt that culture is one thing that unites people, it binds people, brings people together. There is nothing that brings people together than the same air we breathe. It's the environment, and it's the climate change that we are, as a Category 5 country in ESG scale of things, we are deeply impacted, right? And before these, they are beginning to come home. These our coastal communities are deeply impacted by a lot of this coral activity if it's left unchecked. So we've got to do something about it. I'm very proud to be a partner with SPGA, and we hope to continue this partner in the future as well. So please help us be a part of the success, and we are here for the long term. So with that, I thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mahmoud. And thank you, APSA Bank, for your dedication towards conservation. And with that, we have reached the end of our opening ceremony. I would like to say thank you to all of our speakers and students for their inspiring contribution to the opening ceremony of this Coral Festival. And thank you for being part of this momentous occasion. Let us carry the spirit of conservation and celebration with us as we explore the festival activities ahead. I call forward a group of talented students from Oswaldo Secondary School to send us off with a performance of their song entitled La Vie de l'Océan.
Nous restons fa par la mer, et vraiment joli. Après chérie, on nous pas détruit. Population, nous bonnes espèces descendent, nous tout bonnes idées par l'eau. Pour donner bon exemple, nous essayons pilier la vie, nous sommes les petits pays, dans un lieu marais, aux différents palais, c'est l'habitat, notre qualité, la vie de l'océan. Comme paradis, et nous sommes différents couleurs, et n'importe ce qu'il est, c'est ça l'habitat, et notre qualité.
The coral reef under the sea is the jewel of the ocean. A healthy reef, as colorful as the rainbow, a beautiful reflection of the sky. We walk and we swim, we are all connected to the air that we breathe. Our reef is so precious, precious. Our attraction. Let's protect and preserve it. Our future generation is a habitat for most marine life. Protect our shoreline. It is the pillar of the sea, Let's protect this nothing good. Our faithful with our action is a habitat for most marine life.
Si fait des corails attirés dans le monde entier. Si nous ne faisons pas notre récit, des corails sera endommagé.
Sous la mer, il y a un récif de corail, très beau, les poissons décoloris. La côte sacrifice, l'écosystème des magnifiques qui attire les touristes. Nous respirons la vie, nous sommes le petit pays, Nous maintenons nos malaises, aux différents palais, c'est l'habitat, et notre qualité. La vie de l'océan, comme partie du paradis, avec ses différents couleurs, n'importe ce qu'il est, c'est ça l'habitat, et notre qualité, c'est ça l'habitat.
much, Oswaldo Secondary School students. We have now reached the end of our ceremony. I invite you all to please take a tour and visit the exhibitions, and we also have some refreshments. Thank you all for attending.